In this video, I'm going to give you a complete overview and walkthrough of MyDesigns. I will explain, first of all, what MyDesigns actually is and who can benefit from it, because I often see a lot of questions regarding MyDesigns and confusion, which is understandable because they have a ton of different features, so it's easy to lose track. Next up, I'm going to explain the plans, the pricing. I will also show you the differences between the free plan and the paid one. The free one has a ton of different options, but there is some things that are limited to the paid plan, so I will go into detail with that. Then I will also give you a walkthrough of the dashboard. So what do the different tabs mean, what can you configure, and where are things positioned, so that you know how to actually navigate MyDesigns as a tool and you're not going to be stuck with finding different things. Next up, I will explain the listings and the templates. I'll show you how those work and how you can use them for various different print-on-demand platforms. I will also show you the different bulk editing features that MyDesigns has. There is a ton of them, so I'm not going to actually show you how to use them all, but I will mention them and explain briefly how they work. Then I'm going to go into the mockup side of things. There's various different types of mockups that you can create with MyDesigns, including your own, by the way. Custom mockups are a thing. That is going to be a later section in the video. Then I'll also walk through the publishing process. If you're actually wanting to sell products through MyDesigns, you have to publish them to your Etsy shop, and there's a few stages involved with that, which I will also show you to make that process easier for you. So in order to understand MyDesigns, you first of all need to know that it is multiple tools in one. Kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It has many different features and you don't have to use them all. You can pick and choose the ones that suit you the best to help you with your process. It is suitable for anyone, whether you have no budget whatsoever. You can get a lot of use and time saved out of the free version, or if you do like investing into your print-on-demand business, there is additional features with the paid plans that I will go into in a minute here. Now, the first thing, or one of the things that MyDesigns is an alternative to Printify or Printful or any of the other, print-on-demand production partners that we've got out there, because with MyDesigns, you get access to print providers and you can sell your designs through MyDesigns on Etsy and Shopify at the moment. They might expand that in the future, but those are the marketplaces you can sell on at the moment. And you don't have to go through Printify or Printful. MyDesigns is basically like Printify, like Printful. You upload your designs, you create the listings, create the mockups, and then publish to the marketplace. Just MyDesigns has a ton of time-saving features that all of those other tools do not have. However, even if you don't sell on Etsy, or you're not planning to sell there, you don't have a Shopify store, you can still get a lot of use out of MyDesigns, because the second thing they are is a bulk and automation tool for many different processes that are involved with print on demand. So essentially, MyDesigns can help you save time with your listing creation, generating keywords or tags, generating loads of mockups that are really nice, high quality, modifying designs as well, such as overlaying texture, overlaying patterns, or just adjusting the placement of multiple designs in bulk. And the fifth example of how MyDesigns can help you if you don't sell through them is with their AI features. So they've got an AI image generator, they've got a bulk upscaler, bulk background remover, a bulk vectorizer, and they've also got a bulk listing generator that works with AI. Many different features and ways that you can save time even without wanting to sell on Etsy or Shopify. You can use a lot of those features regardless of whether you sell through MyDesigns or not. And the third thing that MyDesigns is a cloud storage system. So that is going to help you by, first of all, having access to your designs and your listings anywhere in the world with any device. So if you're going away on holiday, you can log into MyDesigns on your laptop and you've still got everything there. You don't need to be linked to your PC that has its hard drive at home, and that's where your files are stored. That's also beneficial because you've got a backup of everything. If you ever lose your data, if your hard drive dies or your PC malfunctions, then your data isn't lost. It is all still stored on MyDesigns. MyDesigns has 3 different tiers when it comes to their pricing plans. The first one being the free option, the second one is called Pro, and the third one, Pro Plus. All of these plans have a long list of different features, which I will go through in a minute here. But one thing to mention is that the free plan doesn't even require a credit card. So you can sign up with your name and your email address. There's also no time limit attached to it at the moment, so you can use that free plan as long as you want. By the way, that's at the time of recording this video. I can't guarantee that nothing will change in future, like 2 months down the line or a year down the line. Some of these features may have changed around. The free plan might not be without a time limit. I don't know. I can't predict the future. So first of all, with the free plan, you get access to 2 gigabytes of online storage. There's also a Google Drive and a Dropbox integration. So if you've got your designs saved on those, you can easily have them imported into MyDesigns. Next up, you get the ability to sell print-on-demand products through MyDesigns, and there is an integration for Etsy and Shopify. At the moment, there might be more platforms in the future, and you're allowed to have one shop each if you're using the free plan. So one Etsy store and one Shopify store can be linked to MyDesigns. Then you've got the ability to perform 24 bulk tasks or bulk processes at a single time. That would include things like the mockup generator, where you'll be able to create mockups for 24 designs at once. You also get to edit listing data in bulk, so you can perform edits to your title, description, and tags very, very quickly for multiple listings at once. I'm pretty sure this feature is unlimited, so you don't have to be stuck to 24 listings at a time. Pretty sure you can do it for more than that. Next up, we've got the canvas system, which is kind of like a mini Photoshop within MyDesigns that you can also use in bulk and therefore edit multiple designs at once. Speaking of editing designs, you can also do things such as apply texture, overlay patterns onto your designs, all of this once again in bulk. And next up, one of my favorite features that you also get in the free plan is the mockup generator. It's got over thousands of different mockups for various different products. There's clothing, there is home items, there is digital download mockups as well, and really cool things such as size guides or color charts, which are really hard to find anywhere, let alone generate in bulk. You also get the ability to generate tags or keywords in bulk and to translate your listing data into different languages. You can export the data through a spreadsheet if you want to. So if you create your listings in MyDesigns, you can still export that data and use it somewhere else or import it into a different tool if you prefer. You also get access to some of the AI features within MyDesigns, including Dream AI, that's their image generator, their image upscaler, their background remover, and their vectorizer. Now, one thing to note here is that you only get 30 credits per month, and all of these AI features, excluding the vectorizer, they actually need credits to run. So once you've run out of credits, you cannot use those tools anymore unless you buy more credits or you sign up to a plan. However, you do get access to them and you can try them out. The vectorizer is currently free and you can use that as much as you want, even with the free plan. Then there's also a Merge Titans integration. Merge Titans is actually an upload automation tool for platforms like Amazon Merge, Redbubble, TeePublic. If you're using that and you've already got a lot of data there, you can integrate with MyDesigns to save a lot of time that way. You also get access to the MyDesigns community, and that is essentially a page where people can ask questions. You get responses quite quickly on there, and you can connect with other people who are using the tool as well. And lastly, there's a daily publishing limit of 24 listings with the free plan. So if you're uploading t-shirts to Etsy, for example, you can do 24 per day to Etsy or to Shopify. So to sum it up, the free plan will help you save a lot of time and also gives you access to many cool features like the mockup generator or the canvas system, for example. The paid plans, in comparison, they save you even more time than the free plan, and they also save you money through discounts, for example, with the t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies that you're selling. First of all, you get more storage. So the Pro plan has 100 gigabytes instead of 2, and the Pro Plus actually has 1,000 gigabytes of storage, which is going to be really hard to fill that up. Even 100 gigabytes is massive. Then you get more bulk processes. With the free option, we had 24. In this case, the Pro plan has 48 bulk tasks, and the Pro Plus option, you can do 120 bulk tasks at once. You also get more credits for the AI tools. So with the Pro plan, you get 500 a month. With the Pro Plus plan, 1,500. The daily publishing limit is also increased to 400 for the Pro option, and it is completely unlimited for Pro Plus users. So you can upload thousands of designs every single day if you wanted to. You can also integrate more shops. So the Pro option has 3 each, 3 Etsy shops, 3 Shopify stores that you can integrate with MyDesigns. The Pro Plus option is unlimited once again. You then get their discounted fulfillment rates. So on the Pro plan, you will get 5% discount on every single order that you get fulfilled through MyDesigns, which is definitely going to add up if you start getting sales. And with the Pro Plus option, it's even better, where you get 10% discount on all of their products. So that's it in terms of saving time and money, but there's also a lot of extra features that you also get access to when you're using one of the paid plans. First of all, you get to sell digital downloads or digital products through Etsy, which you cannot do with the free option anymore. Next up, you get access to Fraser AI. This is MyDesigns AI listing generator, where you will essentially get your title and your tags populated through an AI that has learned from Etsy best sellers and will essentially optimize your listing as much as possible. Then you will be able to create multiple mockups at once with the mockup generator. This is a fairly new feature where instead of having to go into it over and over again to generate a t-shirt mockup, a sweatshirt mockup, hoodie mockup, you can now select all of those in one go and then generate them in bulk very quickly. And that means with the Pro Plus plan, you can actually generate 1,200 mockups in one go, which is a massively powerful feature, and it's also super quick. It takes a few minutes to create all of those mockups. Speaking of mockups, you can also create custom PSD mockups within Photoshop, upload those to MyDesigns, and then generate them in bulk with the Pro plans. You cannot do this with a free option, but this way you've got the ability to use your own mockups through MyDesigns and generate them in bulk. There's also a video mockup function, by the way, that you get access to, which essentially makes a slideshow of your mockups that will then be displayed on Etsy and help you get more clicks. Another cool feature you get access to with the Pro plans is the multi-product publishing, which essentially means that you can create a listing that has t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies all combined in one. And this has multiple benefits. First of all, you're going to save on listing credits, because the traditional way with Printify and Printful, you always have to upload one product at a time and therefore pay 20 cents for each product. In this case, you could have 4 or 5 products in the same listing and only pay the listing fee once. The other benefit is that your customer sees various options for the same design. So if they've clicked on you for the t-shirt, they might see, oh, well, they've got all these other products. Let's order a t-shirt and a sweatshirt, for example. And that can increase your profits greatly. Another feature you get access to is their bulk trademark check. So you can check trademarks for multiple listings at once. You can also import data on the Pro plans via a spreadsheet or a CSV file. So if you've already got your data in one place and you want to import it into MyDesigns more quickly, use that function. It can save you many hours, and it's already helped me out massively because I'm using Flying Upload for upload automation, and I can use all of that data and easily import it into MyDesigns, so I don't have to create the listings from scratch. And lastly, you get priority support with the Pro plans. You get early access to any new features that are coming out, and there is a private paid member space in the MyDesigns community. And if you're wondering about the price differences, this is their pricing page at the moment. It is set to annual plans right here. So the free option is obviously free. Then we've got the Pro plan, which is billed annually at $22.99 a month. And the Pro Plus option is $74.99 a month. However, this is without my discount code. So a quick tip would be to scroll down. If you wanted to continue with Pro, you could scroll down right here to have a coupon, enter PA25, hit apply, and as you can see, you get 25% discount, which actually makes quite a large difference for the annual plans. You can also do this with the monthly subscriptions, by the way. And then essentially with the Pro plan, I think you would be paying $22 a month for the Pro subscription, which is still a lot cheaper than the Printify Premium. To give you an example, this tool, in my opinion, has a lot more features, a lot more time-saving ability, at least, than Printify Premium. If you just want to register for free and try MyDesigns out, you've got this button right here where you can click and then enter your name, password, and email and sign up to MyDesigns. The link to the tool, of course, will be in the description below. Once you've logged into your MyDesigns account, you will be greeted with the dashboard page. Here you get a quick overview of your storage and some recent sales. And if we scroll down, we see what's been updated recently within MyDesigns. So Curtis, one of the founders, has just posted that they're now announcing MyDesigns fulfillment. So you can now fulfill orders through MyDesigns directly. Beforehand, it was more like Printify, where they connect you to different production partners. In this case, what's really cool is their goal is to deliver items to US customers within 2 to 3 days of the order being placed, which is super fast and definitely a massive benefit. So that's it in terms of the dashboard page. The next tab down is listings, and this is where you're going to spend most of your time. It is essentially where you upload your designs, you generate listings, mockups, everything else. So I'm going to go over the listings tab in more detail in the next chapters, but just so you know what it does, this is where you can find it. Next one down is Dream AI, and that is their AI image generator. So you've got various different fields that you can change right here. You've got different models to play around with. The prompt goes in here, and you can also see the history of graphics that you've generated down below, which is really cool. From here, you can select them and easily store them to your listings tab and to your folders. That's it in terms of this part of MyDesigns. That is the image generator. Next one down is orders. Here, essentially, you can see recent orders. If you ever have any, issues with stuff not being delivered, you can come into here, find the order details, and contact MyDesigns support. That's the only reason I've ever had to use this tab, at least, is if a customer asks a question about delivery, then you can find the details in here. Next one down is jobs. This is the queue of bulk processes that you're going to be going through. Yeah, you don't really need this tab very much. Most of the time it just runs in the background without you noticing. Next up, assets. So here you can upload your custom mockups. Once again, only available to the pro plans, but if you do have Photoshop mockups, they would go into here. Color profiles. This is not too important because now they've got preset color profiles, but essentially you could save some unique color swatches in here with this color picker. So you can always use the same colors within your mockups. And then we've got the settings tab here. There's various things such as payment information. So obviously you have to pay to get these orders printed. You can put your card details in there. You've got the integration section. This is actually the most important part of the settings tab, where if we click onto Etsy, for example, you can then go to add new shop, and it will walk you through the process of integrating an Etsy store with MyDesigns. You've also got this little pop-out bar on the right-hand side where there's a few articles, for example, how to integrate Etsy with MyDesigns. If you're getting stuck, there is a quick video tutorial. Same goes for Shopify as well, which is the next option down. That one is a bit more complicated, but again, they've got specific video tutorials for that process. Then down here, we've got links to, first of all, the community page. As you can see, we've got different tabs on the left-hand side regarding updates, announcements, general discussion, etc. Then the main feed in the middle is posts where people mostly have questions, and then someone comments to help them out. It is, I think, very early in the US, so some of them don't have any comments right now, but usually Curtis and his team are very quick at responding to people in here to help them out. The next link down is video training. Once again, this is a quick way for you to get started with MyDesigns, or to get a quick bit of information to a very specific topic, which you might not find on my YouTube channel. Here you've got various different video tutorials to help you out. The tab after that is your billing for MyDesigns specifically, meaning their subscription, how you're paying for the pro plan. There you can also cancel the subscription or upgrade it if you wanted to. And down here at the bottom, we've got recruit a friend. I think you get extra storage if you recruit someone to MyDesigns through this, and you can also see once again a summary of how much storage you have currently used up. So that's it in terms of the dashboard explained. Let's move on to the listing tab, which is where all the magic happens. So the first part of the listings section within MyDesigns that I will cover are the templates, and I will give you a quick overview over this window because it looks quite intimidating at first. We have got, first of all, different file slots over here, and the first file slot, called default image in this case, usually holds our design files. As we scroll down, we can see various different design files, in this case for tumblers. Then some of these ones are actually empty, but then here we've got a mockup 1 file slot. If we click on that, as you can see, we've got a mockup image. Double click on any slot and all of the other listings will have that same file slot revealed. So this is mainly for your design files and your mockups, where they will be saved into. Next to this, we have got data slots. That is where our listing data is going to be saved. So we've got the title, description, and tags in this case, perfect for Etsy, but you can also configure these and change them for other marketplaces within the template section right here, which I'll show you in a minute. There is also various tabs of these data slots. This first one is called digital download tumblers, right? So it's got keywords such as instant download right here. And if we go to POD tumblers, and once again, double click on this and it will apply to all of your different listings. You can quickly change the view that way. So POD tumblers are for the same designs, this listing data, but it has been altered to be suitable for physical products to sell on Etsy rather than digital downloads. And then we've got inventory and pricing. This is the price for digital downloads, by the way, and the quantity. Keywords has got a primary keyword and secondary keyword field. These are really handy for generating listings in bulk or finding tags in bulk if you don't have the file names configured properly. That's it in terms of the data slots and how they work. You've also got a few buttons right here to change the view. So this one, for example, makes it easier to see your file slots. So if you wanted to preview your mockups very easily, you can do it with this view. Preferably, click this button again to go back to the old listing view. Then you've got a button to upload your designs. You can also upload from spreadsheets right here, what I mentioned earlier with the pricing. So importing data through spreadsheets as possible. This first option just uploads your designs without data. If we click on template right here, that is where we can configure both the file slots, their names, and how many there are, and we can also configure the data slots. So if I click on template right here, you will see a similar layout in terms of the fields. So title, tags, description, and the file slots at the bottom right here for the various different mockups. You can do a few different things right here. So you could add a new field with this left section. So for example, let's say you wanted an extra field right here for bullet points on Merch by Amazon. Let's say you wanted to create listings for that. You can then name the field right here, bullet 1. You can configure some other things, maximum characters, and then create the field, and it will be added to the template. If we now save this, it will update all of the listings and add an additional field for bullet 1. So that's it in terms of adding a field up here to the data slots. You can also add a file slot for your images, for your mockups. So let's say we wanted a mockup 8. We've run out of slots. You can do that in here very easily. Mockup 8, create a slot. You can also, it's very intuitive, you can move these around, change the order of them, or click on the name to actually rename a specific slot. At the very top, one thing I forgot to mention with data slots, you've got these different ones, so the different tabs essentially, and you can also add a new tab because you might be selling these Tumblr designs on other products as well, like posters, or let's see, what can we add? If we click plus right here, we could add a new slot for, let's rename this, let's do stickers, update layout, and now we've got a new empty section where we can give the listing data a spin for stickers. And you always have to press save, by the way, for this change to actually be carried over into your collection. This is just the template level. To have it applied to the listings that we saw before, we have to hit save. Down here, we can also choose saved templates, which is really handy. So we've got Tumblr templates right here. I don't know if these are all public. Some of them might be just saved on this account. But for example, we've got Etsy print on demand. I'm pretty sure this is public. So if you're selling on Etsy, you can install this template at the click of a button, and you've got the right slots pre-selected for both data and your images. Then we've got an Etsy digital product, so for digital downloads, and we've got other things such as Merch Titans automation and Merch by Amazon. Look at that. We've got title, brand name, feature bullet 1 and 2, and the description. That's what I mentioned earlier. If you do want to create listings for Merch by Amazon, then you can use this template. One more tip, if you're saving the template, make sure to use this first option because the second one actually overwrites all of your listings. So all the data would be lost. With this first recommended option, you're safe and you're just changing the template, not the data within the template fields. So the next portion in this listing section that I need to explain to you are all of the different bulk features. And in order to access the bulk features, we need to first of all select our listings. At the moment, they're not selected. You can do that individually like this, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would always use this button in the top left corner, and there you could either select the current page. I think it's 24 designs per page. You can select all of your filter designs, select all of them in your folder or a specific range. So if we select all, we can now use all of these different actions right here in bulk, which is really, really cool. And you've got some shortcut buttons for the Canvas system, Phrase AI, and the mockup generator, because those tools get used quite a lot. So you've got shortcuts, but you can also find them in the actions panel along with everything else. So what have we got right here in terms of actions? I can't actually show you how to use each and every one of these. Otherwise, the video would be hours long. It probably is already very, very long. So edit in bulk. This is the way to edit your listing, to fill out title, description, and tags very, very quickly. I've shown that in multiple videos. You open this up, you've got various functions, you've got add to end, you've got find and replace, find and delete, override. You get a preview at the bottom of what the listing is going to look like once you've got it changed. Like here, I'm adding stuff to the end of the title field. You can change the field that you're editing, and you can also add variables with this button, which is really handy because, for example, we could change this to app and then use the file name as a variable within our listing, which is really, really handy. Or another option would be to select the primary keyword field. So if you've got that filled in, you could map the primary keyword to your title, description, and tags very quickly this way and save a lot of time. Then what have we got next? Delete listings. That's self-explanatory. You're deleting the entire listing that way. Move to collections. So if you want to move things around, you've got that ability. I've never really used that, but the option is there. Duplicate listings. So if you wanted to duplicate something and then edit the listing that way, you've got the option. There's many different ways to get to Rome, right? If you wanted to duplicate your listings and then edit them to hoodie, etc., to poster, to whatever other products you may be publishing them to, you can do that as well. You don't have to do it through the templates necessarily. Then we've got the bulk translate function right here. Bulk tags. This is very interesting because you can either use Redbubble or Etsy, and Redbubble does tend to work better. You have to select different keyword fields. So the first one is, let's say, primary keyword. If you've got that filled in once again with related keywords to the design, then it will pull from Redbubble tags that are related to your primary keyword, and it will save them into this field right here that you select. So let's say, I don't know, posters. Let's select that. Also choose how many tags you want this to generate, and then if you hit generate, we've got 34 listings being populated at once with new tags that are all based on the primary keywords. So colorful unicorn, purple flowers, etc., etc. Massive time saver, right? Actions. Let's go back to this. We've got Phraser AI, similar to bulk tags. However, in this case, we are populating the title field and the tags field at the same time. Once again, at the start right here, you select the field with the primary keyword. You then have to select a product type. This is very important. So if you want to optimize your listings for various different product types, do it very quickly with Dream AI. Then these bottom two fields are essentially where the data will be saved into. So again, you can configure which part of your template is going to be used for this Dream AI feature that's going to populate your title and your tags based on your primary keyword. Once you hit submit, that's going to run through. Then we've got an option to manually sort designs. So if you want to change the order of them, you can do that right here. Save changes to make it apply. That just has to do with the order, not too important. Then we've got a mockups section down here. So image mockups and video mockups. Those are fairly self-explanatory. I've made separate videos about the mockup generators. I highly recommend you check them out. I won't go into depth about these in this video, but if we open this up just for reference, you've got a big library different mockups. These ones at the top are very plain, but if you scroll down, as you can see, there is a lot of lifestyle mockups. You can type in a product type. As you can see, now we've only got this specific t-shirt being shown, or the mockups available. Got different categories up here as well, and this is the multiple mockups feature where you can select multiple mockups at the same time to be saved to your collection. I would like to show you this all, but it's going to take forever, so I'm just going to go back out of this. Then moving on, we've got the bulk trademark check option right here. You can also search for trademarks if you want to. You can turn this on for listings to always show trademark warnings as well. Then we've got the ability to export files right here. So all of this listing data can be exported in CSV and XLSX format. Delete files only deletes specific file slots right here. If you wanted to get rid of a certain mockup that maybe didn't turn out too well, use the delete function down here at the bottom, delete files. Download a zip is handy if you're just generating mockups through MyDesigns and you want to maybe download them and use them on a different platform, or just upload them through Etsy manually. Then download a zip is very handy. You select the file slots that you do want to download, and then you can hit this button right here. And then we move on to image utility. This is actually really underrated in my opinion. It's got various different features, including some of the AI tools that I mentioned earlier. So color overlay, this will allow you to overlay a certain color onto your designs. In this case, we've got JPEG images, so it wouldn't look too good. I'll show you a different collection where it makes more sense. If we move on to this camping folder, select all of these and go back to color overlay. Let's make it very bright red, even though that'll look horrible. And you can generate a preview with this window. Essentially, you could make your main design file right here in the default slot a different color and then save it to a completely new slot. You can select an existing one, or with this plus symbol, you can create a completely new file slot to save this variation of your design into. And if we skip through to the next listing, it will do it for all of your listings at once. That's the handy part. Everything is in bulk. That is overlaying just a single color. You can also overlay patterns. There's a variety of different patterns right here, including one that I like for Christmas shopping is this one right here. So you could easily modify your old designs, overlay a nice new pattern onto them, and then you've essentially created new designs within the matter of a few seconds. I mean, it doesn't work too well on gray, but on white, this design will definitely look really interesting. Then we've got image effects. This is the way you can apply texture in bulk to your designs. Again, massive time saver. You've got a variety of textures to choose from. You always get a preview right here in the middle. I've got a lot of different grunge options, which are probably some of the better ones, but you've also got half tone. You've got wood textures at the bottom. So really, really cool. Again, it all works in bulk. If you generate a preview, it's going to use the default file slot and that has our design in it and save it to a different file slot if we end up actually clicking apply image effect. You can also configure right here whether you want the texture to be applied as a transparency mask, so cut out parts of your design like this preview, or if you wanted to add a certain color to your design like white or black. Sometimes you might want to actually add it as color. We've got the ability to resize images in bulk, to remove the background, which I've also made a separate tutorial about. That is handy for AI images. So removing the background in bulk works, upscaling images in bulk works all through the credits system. Vectorizing, currently free, as I said, really cool if you want to, create high quality files from AI images, which are usually really low resolution. You can turn them into vectors and then scale them up to any given size. Speaking of scaling to any given size, with the canvas system, you can do a lot of that. This has got many, many different functions. I made a separate video about the canvas system alone, but to give you a quick example of how this works, we've got our design file right here. It's got the dimensions 5,400 pixels by 5,500 pixels. You can change the canvas size, so like you would in any other design tool. We've got templates right here, depending on which sort of product you're editing. Let's say we wanted to resize this and make a pocket style design like so, because this is a canvas size that's optimized for t-shirts or clothing products. So let's say you wanted a pocket style design, resize this, move it to the pocket, hit sync, and as you can see, all of our other listings, all of our other designs have now also taken or applied this same positioning right here. And then if you click apply, it's going to save that to a new file slot. Really handy. That's just one way to use the canvas system. There is many other uses. If you are interested in it, I've got a separate tutorial about it. So that's it in terms of all of these different bulk actions that you can go through. Super handy, and they can help anyone out with various different parts of print on demand. And lastly, let's go over the publishing process, because that's a very important last step to actually selling your designs once you've created the listings and the mockups. All you have to do here is select all of the files that you want to publish and then click this blue button in the top right corner. You've got two different options, so either products, which is print on demand, or digital, which is digital downloads. I'm going to go through the product option right here as an example, because I think most of you watching will be interested in print on demand. You can select the data slots for the title, description, and tags that will be used. So if you've got various different ones, if you've got one for t-shirts, if you've got a different one for hoodies, you can configure that right here. You've also got the option on the right hand side to select different stores. In this case, it's just a demo store, but if you've got multiple Etsy stores connected to MyDesigns, you've got a drop down to change that here. You can also add the category. This is optional. You don't have to do it, but you can categorize the designs that you're publishing. If you're completely new, you might still have to set up your credit card, return address, and obviously your Etsy integration before you can actually hit publish, but that is very straightforward and easy to do in the settings tab. Moving on, the next step is picking a product. So let's say we wanted to go with t-shirts. You can type that into the search mask and you get various different options in terms of t-shirt products. Or if you're looking for something very specific like the Gildan 5000, just type in that number at the top and here we go. We've got the Gildan 5000 unisex t-shirt, very affordable with both Swift POD and MyDesigns as your production partners. Printful is also an option, but as you can see, it is quite a lot more expensive. And we've got a quick overview about production times, shipping, prices, the different sizes and colors that are available. In this case, I'm going to use MyDesigns because they are the cheapest and don't seem to have any other downsides. Right, so choose your production partner and then it's going to automatically switch to the next step where you choose your mockups for the listings or the published listings, let's say. And you've got a variety of things to go through here. So first of all, you have to choose the colors of t-shirts that you want to sell. In my case, black doesn't really work. So let's get rid of that. Can't get rid of it because we need to select at least one color. So let's go with white. That definitely looks a lot better. And now we can disable black. Let's see which other colors look good. Ash gray, that's too similar. Let's go with sport gray. Just a few examples right here. Now, these mockups get automatically added to your listing right here by default, but you don't have to show them because they're just default mockups. You can turn these off by clicking on the colors again, like so. As you can see, they've been removed right here from the bottom. We've also got a size chart option. So in this case, you also have to change the color for the size chart because we're not even selling black. Let's use white instead. And you've got different templates for the size charts. So let's go ahead and look through these. This one looks quite cool as well. I tend to use this one at the end, just has a nice feel to it. This is once again optional. You can also hide the size chart if you want, but I tend to enable it. Then if we scroll down a bit further, here is where you'll see the mockups that you generated previously with the mockup generator in your listings tab. So here we can click on the mockups that you want to add to your listing. I know it doesn't make sense. I'm adding sweatshirts and hoodies as well to this and long sleeve, but I just want to show you what this looks like. Now we've got a variety of different mockup images added right here, and you can change the order of them. So the size chart could go at the end, the t-shirt at the start, and technically you could also add the sweatshirt, the hoodie, etc. to the listing as well. If you click add product up here, you can then search for 1800, for example. That is the sweatshirt option that I like to sell. You can also add this through Swift PD is the cheapest option, or choose MyDesigns as well if you wanted to, and add this to the same listing. I would probably disable these mockups because we've already got mockups right here. But yeah, that just shows you that you can add multiple products to the same listing that you're publishing. Super handy feature. Within MyDesigns, the size chart for the sweatshirt still would need to be configured. So let's change that to white and to this option as well. Right, so this I think gives you a good overview of this specific step. It takes a little while to get used to of the different buttons, but once you've done it a few times, it's very quick. You've also got the canvas system built in. So if your design placement is slightly off, you can open the canvas system and readjust it right here if you want to. Next step is choosing prices. By default, everything will be set to 0. Now we have got the Gildan 5000 and we've got the Gildan 1800, which is a sweatshirt right here. So let's start off with the t-shirt. I would usually go with the replace option right here for the price and change everything to let's go with $24.99 as an example and hit apply. As you can see, now all the prices have been changed to that, and you can see the approximate profit. It sounds very high, this number, but as I usually say, if you add discounts on Etsy, if you factor in, you know, offering a cheaper shipping price, for example, to your customers, then a lot of that profit will be taken away in a sense. So price quite high if you want to offer some sales. And one thing to note is that some of the bigger sizes like 2x and 3x, they will have a smaller profit because they cost more to print. And if we want to change the pricing for that to make sure we don't lose out on profit, we can go right here into this size field, change that to 3x, and then replace the number with, let's go with $26.99. There we go. Now we get $17 for that as well. And let's do 2x, replace that with $25.99. There we go. That's sorted everything out. We can also change the prefix. This is what people will see on Etsy. So if you don't want it to be called Gildan 5000, you could put t-shirt and apply that way. And that way people on Etsy won't be as confused. Next up, you would have to do the same for the Gildan 1800 right here. I've only got black selected. That was not my intention. I didn't mean to choose white for this listing, but it's the same process in terms of pricing. You would have to enter a starting off point. So let's do 39 in this case, apply that to all of these sizes. As you can see, the bigger ones are more expensive. So you can go in and change these with the replace function. So again, you have to change the size right here to 5XL. And then replace that with a higher number to make sure that the profit stays at the same sort of level. By the way, if we flick through these, it's done it for all the other designs as well. That is the benefit. You don't have to do it again and again. Like when you're uploading through Printify and Printful, you've got it done all at once. Then we go to the review process or review step right here. We see a quick overview of all of your listing data, mockups. You can change the store again, change this right here to another company made the actual product. Then you can go ahead and hit publish right here to upload these to your store. So I hope I was able to help you understand MyDesigns a bit better. If you've still got any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. And if you want to see a step-by-step tutorial on how to sell Etsy digital downloads, specifically Tumblr wraps through MyDesigns, then make sure to check out this video next.